Hi everyone, my name is Michael Chadwick. Thank you very much for attending the webinar today. We're going to talk about food and beverages industry. So the subject of our webinar today is how to successfully digitize your business with Fidelio Cloud ERP. So my name is Michael Chadwick. I'm an ERP Business Analyst at Fidelio, and I'm going to present you the webinar today. So first thing first, let's take a look at our PowerPoint. So our schedule today, short introduction. Then why cloud-based ERPs are the best solution for small and medium-sized businesses in the food industry. Simplicity, security, performance, what you can expect from Fidelio ERP, and also we're going to cover a live demo, so for you to discover Fidelio in action. Okay. So again, my colleague Aude is with me on this webinar. So if you need anything, you can chat her, and she's going to be able to help you out. And also the replay of that webinar will be sent to you automatically by email tomorrow. Okay, so let's start with the webinar. So introduction, the digital transformation and ERP software. So let's talk about that first. As you all know, we are again in the midst of a pandemic. So COVID-19 has accelerated the adoption of digital technologies by 3 or 4 years because of the pandemic. People had to work from home, so remote installation had to be done. So most businesses were not ready for that. So again, the fact that we had that pandemic made that the digital technologies were greatly adopted by more and more businesses. So ERP software, what is it? The start of a successful digital transformation. So ERP stands for Enterprise Resource Planner. So it covers like all multiple side of things that you can integrate with that solution. So we're talking about having a new technology in your business. We're talking about implementing a new culture, process-wise. Now more, we're talking about providing a better customer experience. We're talking about cloud-based solutions. We're talking about business intelligence, having dashboards, being able to see data in real time. We're also talking about remote working, so more and more people have to work from home, and also that brings a whole new set of values. So change management, and the key thing is to plan in advance. So if you are looking to integrate a new ERP solution, you need to plan that solution in advance. So how to orient yourself in the ERP software market. So that's maybe some hints that we have for you. People think that ERP implementation are sometimes complex and risky projects. Well, if you take time to plan in advance, here are some things that you need to think about. So first, if the planning is not done well, yes, it could be a lengthy project, and can significantly, in a significant fashion, your budget will be, you would be over budget. So if you take the time to plan in advance, get to know what are your processes, what is the need to change for a new ERP solution, that will leave you with a shorter project, a project that would be based on your objective as a business, and then you're going to be able to manage your budget. Can also talk about managing the unexpected. So if you don't plan in advance, then maybe you're going to have bumps in the road that were not as expected as you will implement your new ERP solution. So again, planning by assessing the right tools that you need, the right process that needs to be managed, the things that are really important for your business to achieve with that ERP solution. Well, that is a way to avoid unexpected bumps in the road during that process of implementing a new ERP. One other key challenge is change management. So people are used to work in some ways with maybe legacy systems or Excel spreadsheet all over the place. Keep in mind that the ERP will, integrate all of your data. So maybe for some of your employees that will mean changing the habits or changing the way they manage things. So preparing them in advance with, change management meetings, that will be a good help for you to get a smooth transition from an old legacy system to a real integrated ERP. And I also mentioned it at the beginning of this slide. If your objectives are not clear, then it will be difficult to aim aim at a right target, to focus on why are we doing this. So by having clear objective, your project will be going the right way. Why cloud-based ERPs are the best solution for small and medium-sized businesses in the food industry? Well, what's a cloud ERP? Cloud means that your ERP will run hosted on the web, so there's no need to own or buy expensive equipment as servers and all that stuff. Everything will be hosted by us in the cloud. So for you, it's only having a web connection. You're connecting to the system, and the information will be accessible right away. So if you're looking at the cost of it, it's most of the time will be equivalent to a phone plan that you have for your business with all the data and all the options that you have. Again, by adding that solution that is going to be cloud, well, it's going to increase the performance for everybody. Why? Because it's accessible from anywhere. So again, in today's world, most of our employees will work from home. So for them, having the right tool, the right solution by using a cloud-based ERP, that will increase performance because your employees will have access directly from home to your business, and they will be able to perform their work. And also, by being cloud, mobile access to your data. So with your phone, getting your dashboards, your information, having everything that needs to be done right away, knowing that it's really a precious way to get your data and have the right information at the right time. Choosing the right ERP software. Here's some key advice. So first, working on your objective. So common objective that we have in the food and business industry, first of all, is traceability, lot management, recall management exercise. So it's a key feature that has to be built in your system. So maybe some guys out there will propose to you add-ons and something like that, but keep in mind that an add-on is not integrated with the solution. With Fidelio, everything is integrated, so traceability will never be an issue. Batch costing also, production planning, so we want to know what has to be produced in advance with a production master plan. We also want to know the cost of each batch that we produce. So these are really key features that you have to look for, that they have to be built in the solution. Sometimes we need to integrate with other software because, for example, we need to manage the QC. So we need to manage preventive maintenance of our machines. We need to manage maybe the fleet of our trucks, our delivery trucks. So keep in mind that there are out there, really good solutions that does that, and Fidelio has the flexibility with the API connection, to connect with those specific industry software. So if there's a need of integration, well, Fidelio can provide that with our API connector. Specific feature that we talked about, lot management, multiple units of measurement with variable weights, we call catch weight. Paperless production facility. So on the shop floor, we don't want paper all over the place. We want to be able to track our production, confirm what we did, confirm the lots that were picked with a mobile device, with a tablet. So there's no paper on the shop floor. And again, for all the people that are in the food business, EDI transactions are a must. So if your solution cannot provide you EDI transactions, you're going to have a long time retyping all those transactions manually in your system. So keep in mind that with Fidelio, all those features are, part of your package. So we are really experts in the food and beverage industry. How can Fidelio make your life easier? Well, we are focused on implementing our solution with the best practices in the F&B industry versus, process that will be adapted to your reality. So when we work with you guys, we are showing you the way that it's done with all of our other customers. So we are really using, best practices. The system also, you will see during the demo, it's really intuitive. So instead of having to open multiple windows, everything is managed by processes. So the user knows right away what has to be done, what has to be approved, and what has to be managed in his management screen. Specific features versus developments or add-ons. So as we just said in the previous slide, all of the specific features needed for the F&B industry are already built in Fidelio. All-in-one versus add-on. So again, with Fidelio, you're having kind of a one-stop shop solution versus having something for accounting, something for order entry, something for your warehouse management system, something for lot traceability, something for production planning. So keep in mind that having a all-in-one solution will make your life really more easier. Open technology versus rigid systems. So the technology behind Fidelio, it's open, so you can access the data, you can modify screens, you can create your own reports. You don't have to ask us to add a field or add a feature in the system. So the technology is really there and it's open for you guys. Future rich system. So again, what we're going to see during the demo, KPI, dashboards, reports for the user that will help them make the right decision at the right time. Boost your sales. So having an integrated CRM or a web portal for your customers for them to enter directly an order for you, that's a key factor now in 2021. Being able to control your supply chain from beginning to end, so traceability, inventory, purchasing, your WMS in the warehouse, so everything is covered with Fidelio. Production planning, the schedule, everything is optimized in regards to production. Other features, employee management, web portal for employees accessing their information, their schedule, everything is there for them in the system. And also, finally, finance management made easy. Because everything is integrated, everything goes to the finance module at the end of the day, and you are able to produce your statement, look at your reports, your dashboard on the financial basis. Simple, secure, and performant. What Fidelio ERP brings to the table. Here are some short testimonial of some of our customers. Modu Confectionery had for a second year in a row a mention of excellence when they had their audit for their GFSI certification. Parallel Distribution, which is the largest lactose distributor in Canada, managing more than 1,000 daily sales transactions a day. And La Petite Bretonne, which is a huge bakery. Well, Fidelio makes everything easier and more intuitive. You know, data searching, data control analysis, preparation of orders, inventory management, the buybacks that we have to manage. So everything is there, everything is intuitive, everything is easy for them with Fidelio. You can download on our website your ERP selection kit. So this kit is really essential for you, to help you choosing the right ERP for your business. So you're going to have a checklist, advice, you know, summary of everything that needs to be taken into consideration. So again, Aude will send you through the chat the link to download your ERP selection kit. So let's jump in with the live demo. So I'm going to do a small overview for you guys today, showing the dashboards, profile, reports, how reports can easily be exported to Excel, from order to invoicing, and doing also a recall exercise. So that's what we're going to take a look at today during the presentation. Okay. So I'm going to lower that here, going to my main. So this is your main screen, and as you log in the system. So when you're going to connect in the system, you're going to have access to your dashboard based on the role that you have in your company. So here I have, my role is sales manager, and I can have multiple dashboards as well. So I can also switch, for example, to the general manager view. So what we're going to have here is different KPIs based on the role of everybody. Going back to sales, I'm going to have two kinds of KPIs on my dashboards. First, on top here is what I call action KPI. So action KPI meaning that maybe it's numbers that I want to track on a daily basis. For example, like daily sales in dollars, order versus purchasing budget of my customer. Or maybe it's transactions that I need to approve. So for example, here I have one sales order on credit hold. I can open up my KPI, double click to access that sales order, and take a look to approve or not that sales order to be released, to be processed. So I can take a look, see the amount, it's really low. So I can say, because I'm the manager of sales, change the status, unlock the credit, and process that order right away. So my dashboard will, you know, show me what needs to be done on a daily basis, and I can take action right away by digging in and doing a drill down directly in that KPI, right? Now moving on, switching to the general manager KPI dashboards. So you see now my sales order, credit, all are down to 0. At the bottom part of my screen, I have other KPIs. So I have what I call analytics KPIs. So meaning that I want to see in a graph maybe my sales and margin of the day, the items I have with back orders on my sales, or maybe the inventory value by category for all of my warehouses. So I can have here all of my warehouses for all my company. In my main warehouse, I can have all of my you know, items by quantity. I have the quantity, the value of it, and then I can also from that screen double click and perform a multiple drill down feature. So I can access the inventory value, the product file of that item, and see what's available from all of my warehouses, what is on a purchase order, you know, and then dig in and open up more windows with the drill down feature. So as you can see, even though I'm in the web application, instead of opening up multiple tabs, Fidelio will, you know, keep all of the information in the same active web page, and it represents like a real Windows-based system. So instead of, again, opening up multiple tabs, I can lower down my windows. I can also drag my window to another screen if I have multiple screens. So getting the access right away to all of your features, all of the information, being able to, you know, dig in really deep with the drill down features from your dashboards, right? Also in your dashboard, you can have multiple reports that you want to take a look on a daily basis really quickly. For example, sales and margins analysis. So I can have here a report that will show all of that information right away. In that report, I can see my sales price, my cost, my profit, my margin. I can also see the invoice number. If I want to take a look at a specific customer, I can type in that customer's name, can see all that I sold to him. So all of the information for that customer will be there. So I'm going to have global sales, cost, profit, margin. So I know right away that with that customer, I have a 40% margin, okay? And all of those reports you can easily export to Excel. So you have here your small button, export that report to Excel. So the system will export directly that report and will keep all of its properties. So you're gonna have your graph, you're gonna have your format of cells, you're gonna have your formula that will be kept there. So you don't have to waste time replacing and redoing all of your formulas that you have in the system in Excel. When it goes from Fidelio to Excel, everything stays clean and you are saving time, okay? So this is really what I wanted to show you regarding the dashboards, the multiple windows, the profiles, the way that you can dig deep in the data to perform drill downs, okay? Next, we want to take a look at an order all the way up to invoicing. Like we said during the PowerPoint, EDI is integrated in the system. So if you have orders coming in, you will see those orders come in right away from the EDI management tool, and everything is going to be processed automatically in the system. Other ways that we talked about, the client web portal. So your client would be able to log in directly from your web portal. And by logging in, he's going to have access to the complete, you know, his account directly on the web. So he's going to be able to check out his profile, see his favorite items, place an order based on the historic that he has with you. So can easily go see what was the last quantity that he bought, the date that it was bought, the price that he paid. And then from that screen, again, generating an order is more than easy for your customer. So he's going to add everything that needs to be added, place that into a cart, and then being able to review that cart and place his order. And because the system is integrated, you will see that my cart number 4 here is already directly in my Fidelio system. So if I open up my quote, I will have the exact same information. Here I have my cart number 4, quote number 712. All of my stuff is there, and the system already sent out by email a confirmation to your customer. So as he will go along and then place his order, he will, you know, confirm the date, the carrier. It's going to bill to his account, and he's going to place that order automatically. So again, because the system is integrated, you're going to have in Fidelio at the same time the order that was placed, and the order confirmation was already sent out to your customer. So I have here cart number 4 and all of my orders, and I have the source, which was my quote earlier. So you see that really easy for your customer to place an order. getting an order from an EDI, or basically generating an order directly from Fidelio as a CSR. So you would be able to generate a new order, type in your customer's name, and then adding all of your line items based on, the, again, historic of his transaction. So you would be able to validate with your customer what he bought, what was the item that he needs, selecting all of those items with him when talking on the phone, and then adding them directly on your sales order. So again, tools that will make your life easier, quick to place an order based on the historical data that you have on your customer. So really, really easy to generate transactions. Okay. So moving forward, now we placed our order. It's time to prepare them. So it's time to go to see how we manage the production planning. So our orders are coming in. We have our production management tool. So everything's going to be there again in one screen. So you're going to have all of your products. You're going to have all of your bill of material. You're going to be able to perform forecasts. And with Fidelio, it's a rolling forecast, rolling on a 12-month span. So you have an entire year in front of you if you wish. Then based on your forecast, the planning tool will help you to see what needs to be taken care of directly. Why? Because you will see in red when you're going to missing some stock based on the forecast and the sales. So you see that your initial stock with the production that's coming in, the expected stock that will go out shortly, minus your sales and your forecast. So you're minus 6,000 and you want a safety stock of 150 cases. So the system will show you globally, but will also show you when you're going to be missing some stock. So by the end of July, you're going to need more. So you need to produce more. So for being able to, produce, you need to enter the right quantity. And then the system will match your quantity and everything will be now in green. So a tool that is visual, easy to use, and helps you, plan in advance everything that needs to be produced. When your planning is done, well, the system also will show you in real time what needs to be, bought for your raw materials. So the system will show you right away, group by supplier, everything that needs to be for all of your forecasting months, everything that needs to be buy for group by supplier. So you see how quick it is, how intuitive it is. So you have all the information right away in your production planning tool. Then you're going to be able to schedule and launch your production with, again, a tool that is going to show you what needs to be launched, the quantity that needs to be launched, what is already reserved on other transaction. So the system is giving you right away the right information to be able to generate new products and helping you planning in advance based on what is really needed on your shop floor. Then when your planning is done, you're going to be able to roll out your schedule and it will create a Gantt chart for you to see the load of all of your lines and all of your machines. So you're going to be able to see that in a graph way on a Gantt chart and showing you, everything that needs to be produced line by line, and you have all of the information here. Okay. On the shop floor, your employees will work with a web tablet. So what we talked about earlier, they're going to be logged in as a production employee, and they're going to be able to confirm everything right away live with the usage of that tablet. So for example, if I'm cooking batches, I'm going to know right away what needs to be produced. I'm going to be able to start my time and then open my confirmation to confirm my batch quantity and to be able to confirm my lot numbers, and also being able to add questions. For example, is the batch size okay? Then I can answer yes, the batch size is okay. So everything will be on that tablet. Lot management will be there. The quantities will be there. So everything is taken care of directly from that screen. So no need to write down on a piece of paper and then retype that information. Everything is gathered live with the web tablet directly in the system. Since now we confirmed our production, we are able now to deliver our goods to our customer. So again, you're going to use a delivery management screen. And in that screen, you're going to be able to see everything that needs to be delivered from one date to another. And the system will also show you the fill rate of each order. So you're going to be able to pick according to the dates and the fill rate and generate the deliveries. So when everything is ready, you are able to select what you want to be delivered and gather all of those transactions and create a load. So you're going to be able to do your delivery by sequence for all of your customers and plan in advance those routes with a carrier or your own truck if you have your own truck. So you see that the flow of operations. So we had an order coming in, we produce that order, and now we're ready to ship it. We're able to gather all that onto a load, put that on the truck, and then it's shipped. At the end of the day, what we want to do is to invoice our customers. So again, you're going to have an invoicing management tool to help you invoice all of the deliveries that were done during the day. You're going to be able to select the right ones, invoice that on the specific date that they were shipped, and then perform the confirmation of the invoice for those goods. So you are able directly to generate invoice and batch from that invoicing management screen. Okay. So we did a complete process. Now, what happens if I have a recall? So remember in your dashboard, you had some reports. So for example, if I have a finished good recall, I can open up right away my screen. I'm going to be able to search all of the information, select the lot that needs to be recalled, and then see exactly the quantity that was shipped, the unit of measurement that was shipped, the customer's name, the number of the invoice, the date that it was delivered, and the address of the client. So right away, it's really quick, it's easy, it's fast. You can access the information in a split second when you do your recall exercise. So that was an example of gathering the information. But again, with that report, using the drill down feature, you can drill down and dig all the way to your lot number. So in that lot number, you will also have the complete history of that lot number. So you will see what is work coming in and all the time that it was deducted. And you can move all the way up to the production sheet that it was done. And you will also see with all the ingredients that were used, the exact same detail with the other lot numbers that were used, and so on and so forth. So you have complete history, complete drill down for all of your lot numbers in your production sheet, inventory, and so on and so forth. So again, the point is that you see now that those are all standard feature in Fidelio, that the system is intuitive because you have all of those management screen and all of those dashboards and reports built in the system. So it's easy for you to, as you just saw, generate an order all the way down to invoicing and shipping, and then performing recall exercise and adding the information really quickly. So that is basically the information I wanted to show you during the webinar in the live demo part. So going back to our PowerPoint, if you have any questions, you can either email me or email Patrick, who is in charge of Ontario and Western Canada. So he will be able to help you in your ERP selection process. He also is going to be able to answer all of your questions. And if you have questions now, feel free to go in the chat and ask us any questions that you think are for you, or if you have any comments on the webinar itself. So thank you very much for attending the webinar today. And again, if you have any questions, you can email me or email Patrick. And Patrick is based out of Toronto, so he's going to be able to, help you and answer all of your questions. So again, thank you very much for attending the webinar. And feel free to call us, email us, and download your guide on our website.